Yes, people. Nice and decent people. Big up manners and respect. Listen, the football, it's a never-ending thing, you know. Because I don't know about my bro Jason Guna, but I know when I'm not on stream, for some, it's very difficult for me to switch off from football. Even when Arsenal's out playing AFCON final, I wasn't invested, but I still couldn't switch off. I even watched some Barcelona today, but football is an ongoing thing. So whenever I get a chance to stream with the broski, have to take advantage. What you telling me, broski? You good, yeah?
Big ups to you, T. Yeah, big up to all the BBK family, of course, the Jason Guna TV peeps, them there. You know what you should do. BBK Sports is a platform that I found not so long ago, but it's one that when I have time, I always watch because one thing's for sure, I'm going to say it like it is, at least from his point of view. And I'm not really business what people care and think about his point of view. And that is what makes these platforms great. Not the people them that going to say what you think everybody going to say, but people that actually have their own perspective because it makes it more enjoyable. So big up to all of the massive. Make sure if you're watching on my platform that you do the right thing. You hit the link to BBK Sports, which is in the description, and you sub. But big up, my brother. Wagwan.
Yeah, you heard the man, people. Now, quickly, this AFCON thing, you were invested or no?
I was invested because when the Villa game was over, and I was kind of happy about what happened there, I went directly to that. So I watched from maybe 25 minutes in all the way through. So I saw all the madness that would have taken place, and trust me, that game is like for people that don't like AFCON, it had a lot of things in it to say. That's why I don't like AFCON. But for people who like AFCON, it also had a lot of things in it to say, oh, I love AFCON. So it was full of anything you could think of that could happen in a football game. It happened in this game.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Some controversy.
Goal that was perfectly fine, gone. A penalty in a game of such magnitude being given for that.
Yeah.
An infraction that if you watch every single corner closely enough, you could give away a penalty every corner.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like holding in the NFL. You know, bro, you can call that on every snap. I swear, every time I watch a holding, it's the ones they decide to call and the ones they decide to let go. There was way too much fishy things going on there. But you know, I think Mateo got Senegalese roots, so he wasn't into the Morocco thing. Waha says not a proper Afghan fan. Actual pictures, right? That is paradise to what I'm used to.
I think that was something it's funny you bring that up, Waha, because one of my takeaways was like seeing an Afghan played looking like a Euro in terms of like how the stadium looked, and just you could tell that Morocco has some bread. You know what I'm saying? So all the stadium them look nice, the pitch them nice. You never really see any issues in the stands with anything like that. So yeah, it was. I guess it was like what it could look like if I wish some of my other African countries could have them type of facilities, because clearly I think that played a part in it being an Afghan that was more enjoyable to watch. Pitches being nicer, stadium people, that plays a part. And I think you could tell the football was a little bit better because the fields were good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so like Social said he's going 100% going to the next Afghan. Like you know that they're realigning it to do it every 4 years starting 2028, right? You spun up on that? Yeah, so they're going to have it in 2027, and then right after they're going to have another one to realign it. So that's going to be weird. But yeah,
so they want it to basically be in line with the other continental tournaments.
They wanted to offset the World Cup years. So it's gonna be every year there's an Olympics, there will be an Afghan. Because there's 2 years Olympics, 2 years. Yeah,
so Euro, Olympics, Afghan.
Yeah, they're gonna stagger it. So we'll see how it holds up, but but I'm here for it. I'm here for it still. Afghan shouldn't be held in North Africa.
I mean, look, the way I look on that, because it was kind of suspicious the way the calls were going. It seemed like our West African brothers, East African brothers, any non-North African brothers were having some issues with the referees. So it's hard to not try to bring that narrative, but the argument is like, Nigeria have their time, Ivory Coast have their time, Senegal will host, and it'll probably be the other way. So
Yeah,
it just is what it is.
Any standout player of the tournament that we may not know about, other than the Akimis and the?
I mean, look, the ones that are like, box office draws, they all showed up. So you have to say that first. I mean, Salah was effective, Mane was effective, Brahim Diaz was effective, Hakimi played well. So all the names that like we know were great. I think there were a few players from the Cameroon team that I wasn't familiar with that I thought did really well. I'm trying to think if there's any one player though that I would say, yo, this guy is destined for something, what is it, Ivory Coast? There was a young Ivory Coast striker. And I want to say he plays in France currently, and the name is eluding me. I might have to cheat, but
better than Gyökeres. Stick up in. Jeez. We'll get to it. Yeah, but big up Nitro, big up, man. Big up to everyone in the chat. But yeah, the penalty thing, this like Jason said, if you love AFCON, they gave you something to love. If you hated it, you probably ain't gonna want to consume more of it. But yeah, they racking up some more silverware. Mane getting some more silverware, so it's calm, big up. But broski, as far as progression goes, this competition, that competition, we all know there's a very positive guy that floats around in the space that said we're doing the queue. The first chapter in the queue is the Carabao, and in Serie progression, we have went further than we did last year. We got to a semis, we banged 3 goals. We were scoreless last year.
We didn't score last semi, so yeah, that's progress.
Yeah, so we're there. Tie done?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, a lot can happen within 3 weeks. That's the first thing, right? So, right, like in the first leg, we were the team with the upper hand in terms of the injuries and whatnot. We don't know what the next 3 weeks will entail, right? So, we saw already the 2 players that missed the first leg that didn't play against us, Cole Palmer and Reece James. They both played in the last game for them. So, you can already tell that they'll have more pieces when they come back in the second leg. And I do think the way that game was going, it felt like a 4-1, even 5-1 potentially. And they leave with a 3-2. So I think that psychologically makes the tie not over. I still feel like we'll get through it, but I feel like I can't say the tie is over. There's no way I can say that.
Yeah, we have to score first. Say that. I can't. If they're, especially if it's
sneaky bomb time early at 3-3 in the tie.
Yeah. I think if they score in the 17th minute, because all of a sudden momentum swing, and then it's like, brother, it could be long. And then again, if they score late, momentum shift late in the game can be different. But say you're Arteta, right? And you've done well in this competition so far, and you got your Premier League, Champions League goalie, and then you have your cup goalie, right? For the second leg, I'm hearing a lot of I don't want to see Kepa in goal, and I'm not sure I agree.
Look, I think honestly, man, if we're gonna be honest, right? Kepa, apart from, I think what was it the first goal? So he's had 2 things that he's done that I've been like, I think definitely one of the goals against Chelsea, I think Raya probably saves it. I think it might have been the second one, the one out in the corner. Or was that the first one? One of the 2 goals.
The second one, he was looking for a foul. It was an empty net. Garnacho kicked the ball in an empty net damn near.
Right. Yeah. So he gets lost in the whole, like, I think Raya is more adept at like creating space for himself in the havoc. Even though he's not a huge goalkeeper, he doesn't really get caught in crowds so often. I think Kepa struggles with that, right?
Yeah.
So there is a tactic and a way you can like attack Kepa if he keeps. But I think everything else, besides the parry on the first shot in the FA Cup game, right? and the goal against Chelsea that he conceded. When he's played, I thought he's played fine. He's played good to me. You know, on the ball, he doesn't really make mistakes. You know, he's just not quite as good as the goalie. But as far as second keepers go, if you're gonna have a second keeper, I mean, Kepa got to be up there as one of the better ones, right?
Yeah. So it's the second leg of a semi, so it could possibly go to pens.
Yes.
So you take that into account, yeah, when you who's starting this game.
Wasn't he sold? I mean, if we're just to base it off of history as goalkeepers, Raya has had some decent saves in the game of a penalty, maybe one, and he's let in every other one. And isn't Kepa like a specialist at this?
At penalties?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think
shootouts.
I think he's better at pens. So this is what I'm leaning towards. It could possibly go to pens. So I'm like, I'm not, because the pictures of David Raya in my head versus Man United in the FA Cup last year. It's not a man he was diving 2 days early.
Someone needs to tell him it's not on the it doesn't mean you're illegal if you dive 2 steps prior to him kicking. Okay, yeah, you can wait until he kicks to dive. It's okay.
So yeah, I do think Mikel will stick with him, and for at least the second leg, the final versus City. It's another story, right? It's a big one-off game. He reserved the right to pick the team that he thinks is best suited to win the trophy on the day. But Kepa has done well to get us this far in the competition.
I think look, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, you give the man the games, bro. Like he's not gonna play otherwise unless Raya gets injured. So just let the man play the games. And I'm even of the thing that people might disagree with me, but if he gets us to the final, I start him in the final too.
Yeah, because that could go to pens. You know, so it depends.
So based on what you're saying though, and I have to get this, if this is what you're saying, if we make it to the Champions League final, based on it can end in pens, you're gonna start Kepa too?
No.
Okay, I was just checking.
No.
Where does this end? Where does this end?
Yeah, Champions League, Premier League, it's Raya's our keeper. But Kepa's done well to get us this far. Like you said, he probably ain't gonna play. But you know, we're doing the quad, so we're gonna play a possible 60-something games this year. So he'll have plenty of time and plenty of minutes to play.
So that's the second time you said it, man. Boy 10 is like Beetlejuice, bro. Yeah. One more quad reference, he's gonna pop up in the chat. I'm telling you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the Chelsea thing, we didn't finish our dinner. Left some food on the plate. Yeah. But yeah, I'm of the belief that we'll handle business. But our good friend, now I know I got more gray in the beard than you, so I probably got a couple years on you, yeah. Our good friend, Mark Myrie, aka Buju Banton, the Gargamel, told us many moons ago back on the Till Shiloh album when him said, "Opportunity, scarce commodity," yeah. And in consecutive weeks now, we've been presented with 2 golden opportunities to not run away with the league, but put one hand on some giddiness. And on both accounts, 180 minutes, no goals. That's why I put in the thumbnail. When will the attack click? Brother, what's wrong with our attack?
Well, I think you reference Mark Myrie, and I'm gonna reference one of the sister of arguably the greatest entertainer of all time, and that's Janet Jackson. One of her first records that got her fame, besides being a Jackson, was a record called Control. And to me, the issue with our attack is control. We have to realize in football that there's no way to do everything at once, right? It's impossible. So we can't want to have the best defense in the league and simultaneously, well, let me not say this. Let me say this. The way how we have become the best defensive team in the league is also, for one, is how we've put together the players to have a good defense. But for two, it's the way we play and the control which we stay in for the most part. Very rarely are our defenders in compromising situations, being outnumbered. You know, that does happen from time to time. But I think in this year and the last, we have seen so many videos of Arsenal's defensive transition. Like, how many videos have we seen? Arteta has these guys trained look, they lost the ball and there's 9 men behind the ball. And the way how I think we unlock the offense is the same energy we put towards that, we need to put towards attacking sometimes. We don't ever have that same urgency when we have the football as when we don't have the football. And until we can unlock that urgency, I think we're always going to be in this situation where, yeah, we'll create chances because we have good technical players and we have a good, like, we have a decent, like, framework to build off to, like, attack. But the way that we go about doing it is like, if we don't have that framework set, we can't attack. And sometimes the game won't let you get to that utopian moment of, oh, this is the unlocking moment. Sometimes you have to go seek those moments. And that might mean you lose a little bit of control. And I don't think that our coach is willing to lose any of the control that he wants to have in the game. And that makes us sterile at times when we attack.
Yeah, like someone asked me one time, you think Arteta will take 38 1-0s over a mixture of 3-2s and 5-4s and this and that? And everybody universally said he would go for the 1-0s because a 5-2, a 3-2 or 4-2 doesn't sound like he was in control of the game. Back and forth, and yeah, he relishes control so much to the point where you rate Bruno?
Bruno Fernandes?
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes as a creator.
As a creator, yes, for sure. He's very creative because he's not safe.
Exactly. That's exactly why I asked, because most of my Man United counterparts, when I ask them, they say he gives the ball away a lot. And I'm like, okay. If you were telling me that about Lisandro Martinez, I'd have a concern. If you were telling me that about your goalie, your fullbacks, whatever. But someone has to break the lines, bro. Someone has to be charged to take a risk with the football. And I don't see that enough. Now, I don't mind the horseshoe football going from one side to the next. The switch is it's nothing new in football, but it happens too slow. You know what I mean? So teams are able to just get back into shape easy against us. But I'm of the belief that if you have a defense that this good, or because there's this idea, right, that we have the best defensive record only because we defend. And I'm like, no, we have some really good defenders. Timber is a really good defender. Saliba, right? Very good defenders. I'm of the belief that Mikel should use this attack sometimes, not all the times, as a license to go attack teams because you know you can defend, especially against a team that's fourth from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Suge.
I remember.
Big up love, bro. Manners and respect.
I remember the last time we did a show. It was right around the time before. And this is bad. We need to do more collabs, but it was right around the time when Eze was about to sign. And we were talking about, we got the striker settled with Gyökeres. How funny that looks now. And we have the 10 on the way, right? So I remember you saying, because I was thinking, okay, if we have Zubimendi, we have Rice. It's almost like a either or Odegaard or Eze, right? And you were saying, look, there's gonna be plenty of games where we're gonna have so much of the ball, the other team is gonna be so far behind the ball that we can play both of them in the game.
Yeah.
And maybe a game like Forest away, even if you don't want to start that way, surely when you make the triple sub at 60, leaving on two quote unquote creatives would be the way to go.
Yeah.
But we saw what he did. So, a part of it, like I just said, is the control thing. And I think he thinks the minute we go from having, one less, ball retainer or ball winner, right? And we go to another creator that might lose the ball a few times, that upsets his whole balance in his head. Because maybe 30 minutes tops, we've seen Eze and Odegaard play at the same time for the whole season so far.
Yeah.
It was like one game, I think.
Yeah, I think Eze was out on the wing, really. He wasn't even in the middle of the park.
And it wasn't even what we were talking about, which is them accompanying either Rice or Zubimendi.
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason, in his brain and his balance of how he wants the pitch to be, he just doesn't, he thinks that's one too many creative at a time.
So he doesn't trust the team or what, right? I've seen these players play enough football to know that they're not this bad. To go 180 minutes against Liverpool and Forest and not score. This is, brother, Burnley went to Anfield and bust net. Burnley, and I saw the goal. They played through them. It wasn't a set piece. They played through Liverpool. Liverpool have kept 6 clean sheets this year. Two of them against Arsenal. So a third of their clean sheets have come against Arsenal. I don't know if our attack is respected, and a big part of that, the guy on the pitch who is charged with making sure that the attack clicks, the captain. What did you make of his performance against Forest?
No,
because it's splitting opinions across the spaces.
For me, it was forgettable. I don't remember. Do you remember something he did to influence anything? I can't remember a play I can point to, or like not even a play. I can't remember like a 10-15 minute spell where I could say, yo, he was like, we were going through him. He was like, I don't remember this. So for me, he was anonymous. When he came off, I wasn't surprised when he got the hook. Like, he wasn't doing anything. Bro. As a matter of fact, I'm watching the game and I'm saying to myself, yo, this game really screams for the halftime Eze for Odegaard, like literally, just do that at halftime. And he did make a halftime sub, but it wasn't that one.
Yeah, brother. So I stopped watching the game around the 23rd minute. I stopped watching the game and I started to watch him. I started to watch Odegaard, like personally. I'm just gonna hone in wherever he goes.
Yeah, Cam.
He was hiding. But knowing somebody, I was like, he's taking up these spaces behind the two midfielders. I'm like,
I was about to say, I don't understand why when we're building out is when he wants to be the most present on the pitch.
Yep.
And the minute we get to the final third, it's like, where can I go to not get the ball? I've never seen a player that plays 10 like he's alert. Like, it's almost like somebody told him, you're not allowed to go into the box. He doesn't go into the box. He never goes into the box. He stands on the corner of the 18 every time. I never see him at the top of the D, right at the edge of the 18, unless he has started a play from the right and has drifted. Like, he's never, how they say, like, if he's playing that position, how is he never the one arriving? Like, as soon as Eze came on, you remember the play with him and Jesus? That would have never happened 5 minutes before that, because Odegaard would have never ran past Jesus.
Yeah. So this is what I tell people. Like, I reference it so much that it's becoming an old and a mute point. But the game against Man City, when Eze comes on and gives that pass to Martinelli, I'm telling people across the space, Odegaard doesn't even attempt that pass. He doesn't. Because if he overhits that, Donnarumma's catching it, under hits it, Nathan Ake cuts it out, and it's a giveaway. Odegaard knows that the manager really, really loves possession, control, right? So a lot of the safe passes that he chooses to make, we see it as him slowing down the attack. Arteta sees it as ball retention. I want some Bruno. I want him to hoof it sometimes. Hoof it over the top to Martinelli against Manuel Neuer. It comes off his knee. It happens. But we're gonna miss 100% of the chances we don't take.
What's even more frustrating though? Like, it's pretty clear that Arteta loves Odegaard, right?
He does.
So if anyone on the team could try a few things and not have a problem, it would be him.
Yeah, 100%.
But he probably also knows, like, a part of why I have this love from him is because I will turn down that through pass to play it to Timber right here.
Yeah. It frustrates the shit out of me. So many times, bro. I see Declan Rice will break up the play. Even Zubimendi will toe poke at someone and should have got called for a foul, but he didn't. And we win the ball, and 2 passes later, the ball is back at David Raya's feet. And I'm like, ooh, I don't like it. Like, I can tell that's the type of stuff would frustrate.
So is it all right? So is it PTSD on the part of the manager? Because I remember this manager in the 23-24 season. We were going crazy on the counter, winning the ball, 3-4 passes, we in the box, scoring a goal. Like, so it's like, I know he knows that the team and the players we have, some of them can do that. But if you remember, everybody broke down at the end of that season. Everybody was injured. The man said, the next season he even said, we're coming up with a new way to play so that at the in March and April and May, we'll have something left. And he's like gone completely away. So he's just skipped the middle ground though. Like he's gone from one extreme and he said that didn't work. Let's go this other extreme. But there has to be some kind of happy medium somewhere in there.
Yeah, he's a walking contradiction at times when he says this is what he wants to do, and then based on his selection patterns, because Odegaard's play hasn't been that to the level where he should keep Eze out the squad as an unused sub for 4 Premier League games in a row. I didn't see that disparity between their performances. They've both started 12 Premier League games so far. They both started 12 games. There's some overlap there. Eze has 4 goals, 2 assists. Odegaard has 1 goal, 3 assists. So, he's not been pulling up trees in the minutes given. And I look at the semifinal leg between City and Newcastle, right? And I see Pep go away to St. James's Park, and he plays Nico O'Reilly in the lone 4-1-4-1 against Bruno G and Joe Linton. A 20-year-old who doesn't even play midfield. He has Rodri, he has Nico Gonzalez, doesn't play them. That's how you earn the trust of a player. Now, when Pep throws that kid out there now and say, run through a brick wall for me, he will. Mm-hmm. Let Arteta put Eze on the pitch for 12 minutes and say, go with me the game and expect the same effort. No, it's not. That he's going to go out there and perform to the best of his ability as a proud athlete. You know what I'm saying? And as a professional. But you're not going to get players to buy in and do 100% of the things that you're asking when you treat them this way. Like, the management has been poor. We're on track for less than 80 goals this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you agree that the league is poor? Because I'm of the opinion that we're underperforming. Underperforming and we're 7 points clear top of the league.
I don't think the league is poor, I think what it is like, at times the Premier League has had, like, I don't know. It's always been like 3-4 teams that can win the league, like once the league gets going. But I think this league is different in that of the 20 teams, I would say arguably 15 of them could finish top 10. So like I feel like that like 10th place to 16th, 15th place are better now than they would have been like maybe 10 years ago. I feel like the wealth of the players is kind of spread a little bit more. The coaching, like the good coaches are kind of spread out a bit more. Like the Bournemouths of the world, the Brightons of the world, they all have good coaches, good systems, good players coming through. I feel like those teams are making the league harder to run away with for anyone. You know what I'm saying? And also, it has to be said that the teams that are vying for the title aren't as dominant as some teams that have in the past been. But I think a part of that is a byproduct of like those teams I just mentioned as being better. Yeah. Like there's more teams that are good. I just think. I don't know if you agree with that, but that's what I see.
Yeah, well, for me is normally when we've seen City put 100 points on the board, 99 and all those points, right? When I look at the table, and as much as I think we've underperformed, and I see a 7 points clear, I'm like, something is going on somewhere. Now, speaking of teams that are overperforming, Villa, right? They're on the same amount of points as Man City, but we're looking back at the big blue shark. At any point did you take Villa seriously?
I mean, based on the table, you have to, because one thing that kind of proves that you're a decent team is like, the run that they've been on lately. I mean, I know we gave them 4-1, but other than that, and today obviously they lost, but other than those 2 games, like they've pretty much been unbeatable. They've been winning all the games. Yeah, I feel like at times they make these bonehead mistakes still. So like even today, Martinez should have done better for the goal, which is something that people don't talk about, As an Arsenal fan, we love to say, boy, look how fool we are. We let go the World Cup winner and all this crap. Bro, that man is a one-off situation keeper, bro. He's not consistent at all.
Good cup keeper, so he has to win the FA Cup.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's good at what he's good at. If you have a cup competition to play, put him in there. But I'm telling you that man ain't gonna be the one that you're like, oh, we won the league because this guy was great all year. No, he's gonna make bonehead plays all the time, brother. And we as Arsenal fans, because we would rather cuss the people them for selling him, we go on like it don't go on. So me gonna call that out today.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because he gave Mo Salah an assist before Wirtz did.
Bro, he
When
does
with
it
that,
a lot.
I don't know if
He
you remember
does it
that one.
a lot for Villa, bro. I'm telling you, he does it a lot.
Yeah, but
Anyways,
you know what?
that's a tangent. But
But you know, and big up to Conrad. Big up, man. Man has no respect, G. Performances like today is where the chat can tell you why I never took them seriously. I didn't. Because one, the 6 points that we were on the time, I'm like, this 6 points is only applicable to City. If Liverpool and City switch places, I'd be giddy right now, bro. I'm saying we're winning the league. Because I've seen Man City chase us down and snatch our chain. I don't think Liverpool can do it. I don't think, and we've played Villa twice already. You know what I mean? I'm more worried about City because it's only a 7-point lead or a 6-point lead at the time, and we still have to go to their ground. So I didn't take Villa seriously because I know they got shit like this in them.
yeah,
You know, runs like this, and they got Newcastle next. Watch him lose that, and then Unai Emery, he does these craziness. Good cup manager though. But
yeah. I mean, Unai has never really been a beast in any league that he's ever been. I mean, they did. I think even one season he didn't even win the league with PSG when he was there, right?
His time at PSG is so marred by that choke job in the Champions League versus
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
That killed everything. But I want to say one of those years, I want to say Monaco with Mbappe and them won the league and he didn't win.
Yeah, it was him, and then I think Pochettino did it one year.
Yeah, those were the two managers that have been there that haven't won the league.
Something like that, yeah.
In a season. All the rest of them has been able to win the league.
Yeah.
Yes, Monaco won, they're saying.
Yeah. If you try to make those passes, I'm sure everyone will be happy if he can make 5 out of 10 better than the 1 out of 20 he tries. So Suj, I think he has enough quality and enough tech to get 7 out of 10 right.
But what I don't understand, Suj and BBK, is like, have you guys not watched him ever play for Norway? This man sends through Haaland and Sorloth like every other play. And I'm saying to myself, bro, I know Gyökeres ain't Haaland. I know Havertz ain't Haaland. But Sorloth ain't that fast.
Yeah. He ain't.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I've seen him put it on a plate for him behind the defense through people. So,
yeah, so it's instruction. It's instruction.
Absolutely.
He has been told, this is how we're going to play. This is how we're going to be able to pass him to death. Because I've played for coaches who do that.
That's probably his favorite time when he goes to play for Norway for a coach that's like, yo, try them past it. Try it.
Social Agree said, no, the league is not poor. People just think they have a God-given right to beat a team because they're a big team. And I like that point, right? Because while I was taking my shots at Odegaard, I classified the Forest game, not a big team, but it was a big game given the opportunity presented to us by our friends over at Man United, taking 3 points off, the big blue sharks. And I've seen all the Manchester City fans, the ones that I respect across the YouTube spaces, right? Daps and Martin from Mancunian Way. Them men are ready to concede when they said if it goes to 10-11, we're conceding. And they know the pulse of their team better. And I think we've been gifted 2 opportunities. How many more opportunities are going to walk away from us? Because we got what?
Honestly, I feel like we probably won't get this nice of an opportunity where it's like 4 games in a row where they drop points, but they're gonna drop points. You know why? They are a City. I get it. They're City. They're Pep, this and that, everything. But just look at the people that they're putting out in the defense right now, brother. I don't care who you are. I don't care what coach you have. Teams are gonna cause them issues. And if Donnarumma doesn't stand on his head in every game, they're going to have issues in a lot of games. A lot of games. I mean, that could have been ugly for them Saturday in a bus.
It could have been. But you know what I'm saying? So United shows this is what happens when you attack them. For some reason, they were coming to the Emirates. I don't think we put them to the sword. Based on how we play. We're timid and we're this and that. Brother. But 7 points clear, right? With how many games we got left? 16 games.
17, 18, 16?
Should be 16, isn't it? That was match 22 we just completed. Yeah. So 16, right? Yeah. So a 7-point lead.
48 points to play for.
Where's your trust level on that meter?
Realistically, we have 16 games left. I say we win from this point, right? If we win 12 of those games, we lift the Premier League, I think.
So 36 points plus the 50 on the board right now, put at 86. So a draw or two in there, 88 points wins us the league.
I say between 88 and 91, we're good.
So I like your math still, right? The problem is last week when I did the math, I had us 3 points for that one. You know
so we gotta find 2 points from now till the end that you weren't accounting for. So let me guess, you're not giving us points at the empty head.
I was thinking about that today, right? And I'm thinking based on where we are on the table, when we get there, we'll determine how Arteta sets up. Because if all things are being equal and we go there 7 points clear, if we leave that game 7 points clear, I'm going giddy.
Because okay, once that game is finished,
yes,
we're 7 up.
Yeah,
I'm 4 to play.
Even though it's not mathematically, even he couldn't mess this up, and I'm full giddy, you know. And that's based upon I'm thinking that we're gonna clean up and actually win the Carabao, you know. So there's some winner mentality in the squad. I think we couldn't mess that up at that point, especially if we already won a trophy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, I think that plays into it too. Like, where are we a Carabao Cup into this thing, or are we? You know, are we a semi-final collapse? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is our psyche? You know.
I have a few words for Emery. Yeah. Emery was. I heard he gave some weird interview today after the game. Did some.
Brother, he's been acting weird ever since him left Arteta in that game, bro.
Yeah, but what happened with the Ryan Marlin thing? Because it seems some weird stuff happened there.
With who?
Ryan Marlin. I heard he went on loan or something. Like
Daniel Marlin went to Roma and scored on his debut.
Right. So why did they weaken their squad in the middle of what they were supposed to be?
Who knows? He's done.
So this is why the manager's going crazy in press conference, just like Glasner. Like, bro, you're selling my captain on Tuesday, and I'm playing a game on Wednesday, and the media's attacking him for it.
Like, yeah, I don't get it. I mean, they were already kind of light in attacking areas anyway, so I just didn't understand. Marlon was like playing. He was starting.
He was starting, yeah. They did it last year with John Duran.
I was surprised when they I mean, of course, I'm going to be biased because he's Jamaican and everything, but I was surprised they got rid of Bailey. I mean, he didn't do nothing last year, but like, they don't have people. They should have just kept him. I mean, just as an option.
And bro, then Sancho, is that a forward pass or a side pass? Maybe even a back pass.
Yeah, because unless Villa was planning on playing a season in the Bundesliga, it wasn't going to work.
Yeah, I don't. Another reason why I never took Villa seriously, I think it's a romantic story. And one thing I did notice that whenever Villa piped up, all of a sudden Premier League winning experience didn't matter and didn't apply to them. But if it was any other Big 6 team, they're young, they won't. But everyone was saying, we're going to take Villa seriously.
No, look, I don't think even you know what's funny? If Villa wins today, we're still talking about the 7 points behind that City are, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the shark. It's the big blue shark. Never took him seriously. That's fact. I don't rate Emery like he bricks up a lot and overthinks. We've seen this management style, ain't it? Yeah. Cheat job, choke job, brother. If we are not in that, you talking about that's he's a cup manager. Yeah, I mean, when you have 3 Europa Leagues, with Sevilla, I think
he'll get you through a knockout phase, bro.
Yeah, he's good at that.
You know, unless he faces Chelsea in the Europa League, then something happens.
No, so my brother, not very long ago, in these YouTube streets, you know, these YouTube streets is wicked, you know. I see across the Arsenal space, we're laughing at Man City when they dropped 3 Ds in a row, 3 draws, right? And they drew against let me see.
What was it, Leeds?
Sunderland, Chelsea, and Brighton, right? City drew those 3 games consecutively. And when the whistle blew in the Brighton game, a lot of Arsenal fans across the space were laughing at City, said they're falling apart. Let the record show that we are about 90 minutes away from our next football game from drawing 3 matches in a row. It's a real possibility. And we draw against United, that's
our 2 draws have been worse because we haven't scored.
Right. So, and United did they look better than they did, right? So it's not a crazy result if we drew at 1-1, 2-2, 0-0 with Man United. But the same energy that City, hey, they dropped 3 points. Hey, they're not the same City. Well, if we go drop points back to back to back to back, then people can say, hey, man, this is the same old Arsenal. Even though we're 7 points clear.
For sure. Look, I think one of the things, and I said this a few weeks back, I said one of the reasons why I'm gaining more optimism that we can actually do it this year is in the seasons before this, we always tend to, in the league especially, we'll have a run of games where we're unbeaten. We might draw a few, but we're unbeaten, right? But the minute we lose, usually we'll have a loss, draw, loss, or a loss, draw, or whatever. The 2 times we had lost this year, we have come back and won like 3 on the track most of the time, you know? So, or won at least 2, and then maybe draw a game or something. But we immediately get 3 points. So this is the first time where we've dropped points and then dropped points again. In a while since the last run of unbeatens that we went on. So that was the last thing I was holding on to say, oh, it's different this year. And it seems, and based on this result next week, if we drop points again, then that's another thing that I can't say is different this year. And we're kind of like getting more and more looking like what it used to look like. And I really and truly, what I don't want to happen, like, I don't really want to put stipulations on the title if we win it. But, like, I don't know about you, but I don't really want to win it on 78 points just because, like, everyone else sucked, like, and couldn't do a challenge. I mean, I'll still be happy, don't get me wrong. But, like, I kind of want City to win a bunch of games and us to still win. You know, maybe I'm crazy. Ask me, I'm crazy. But I want to say, yo, they had a challenge. I would still win.
Brother, like, what do you call the dude or the girl that graduates at the bottom of the class of medical school? You call him doctor. You bet the standard. If the standard for the Premier League is if you get 64 points and everyone else gets 63, you know, let's win the next one in style. Yeah, the next year I want to do
just get one first.
Yeah, I want to do the next year. The defense come together and be like, okay, now we're Premier League champions. Let's go get that Chelsea record and win the next Premier League goal, and concede less than 15 goals. You know, I want then because City did the Centurions, they had Formidables, they got different names for different title. And if they were a bigger club, those names would have stuck. It's because they're a City that don't really no one care.
Yeah,
you know, but no, brother, I'm so upset at this 2 games. Because I'm hell bent on match week 33 when we go to Man City. I think if we get our head out of our ashes and actually play attacking football, the possibilities would exist for us to have the league damn near wrapped up.
Yeah.
You know, and then we're looking at Guard of Honor settings, and that game is inconsequential, and we can go there and, you know, and let our nuts hang. But, you know, I don't know how many more points we can afford to drop before I hit the, you know, we're going to go back into the abyss, because right now I'm looking at the way they attack. It's too slow. It's too predictable.
You know what my problem is? It's 20 years. It's 20 years of like hearing all the shit that we can't do. And it's like, oh, this 1 year, shut up everybody. So I want to win the Champions League. I want a boy 10.
Yeah. I want to be apologizing to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope he's right. For real.
Yeah. Did you, the body language experts and at the end of the game with the Declan Rice reaction? You've seen that? Yeah. Something or nothing.
I mean, it's frustration. But I will say this, right? It's 2 weeks in a row now that Declan has been seen pissed off during the game. You know, because last week it was him and Albert coming out the tunnel. And this week now they've kind of caught him. Now the lip police said, and I think this is what he said, they were like, basically fucking shit every fucking week. That's basically what I think he said, right? Let's see. Oh, every fucking time. There you go.
Yeah.
So effing S every effing time, right? So that can be interpreted a lot of ways. Now, if you're a person that don't like Arteta, you're gonna say, yo, the man I say Arteta every time is effing S, right? But it could just be, you know, upset with how the team is playing, you know. But again, that indirectly is saying you're upset with the coach.
And that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
That's what because he runs the most in the team. He does the most work. So he's out here just being you got Gyökeres being a battering ram, man. He's out here putting some high mileage stuff, and he's tired, bro. He's tired. He's like, bro, I'm cleaning up the fence. I'm helping in the building attack, and it's something is off, and he doesn't like it because Declan is not the type. So they used to be. You remember boiling point back in the day? He may have reached his boiling point to where he is. It went from the. He's probably been doing this in the dressing room. No one knows. No one cares. Then it makes it to the tunnel. Now it's on the pitch. You know, that's biggest in the presser. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man. Look, the frustration is clearly there. You know, he says that he really enjoys playing where Arteta plays him and all this stuff. Do you think he would rather play where Zubimendi plays?
I think it would be better.
Because honestly, man, to me, Zubimendi looks more comfortable on top of
He's better on the ball. You know,
on top, look, the goal he scored with his left foot. Can Declan Rice do that?
No.
Like Declan, the way how he like shifted the ball.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that second drop.
Put it to his left. He ain't doing none of that stuff.
He ain't doing that. Yeah, he ain't doing that. But the thing is,
but does Declan do this better?
He does. I think he does everything better than that. I think he's better at everything other than his on the ball. So here's the thing. There was a point during the game. Declan was off the pitch. Odegaard was on the pitch. We got a free kick in a good area. Zubimendi took it. He took it short. He didn't know what to do with it. You know, so not only Declan gives you the work rate, but his set piece deliveries now are becoming like 3 pointers, bro. He's like he's putting them in the same spot every time.
Yeah, he's like, you know, I'm a stat person most of the time. So he's like high up in key passes. The only problem is like when you look at the open play key passes, he's like not even on the screen. Yeah. But those key passes are coming from the set pieces, which I mean, there's something, you know, it's adding value. I mean, the set piece that he had for that barely went wide from Marino, that was class. That was quality.
Yeah, it's looking too easy for him at this point. Yeah, Malen got sold. I thought it was a loan at first. But
no, it's sold. It's sold.
Yeah.
It's sold.
And then they did this for real.
Yeah, but the thing is, so they're overspending on wages. Because I'm saying, all right, they sold Marlon, they sold Jacob Ramsey, which people forget about, who could have been helping them right now too, because of FFP. So like,
what was the first name?
They must have really oversold on wages. I mean, overspent.
Did you count Moussa Diaby in that? Because they sold him too.
Well, that's the year before. But you're right. He's a part of that, like players that they could have had, and he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And somehow Buendia is still there.
DJ Giggs, do Villa improve this season or not to y'all based on performance? What you saying?
Look, I think if Villa had a handle on their finances, they could have really had a push, because I just feel like they don't have enough bodies in certain areas, and they don't have enough quality in certain areas. So, you know, Morgan Rogers plays 95 minutes every game. If Morgan Rogers tomorrow hurts himself, forget about it. You saw the difference today. John McGinn isn't my favorite player in the world, but in Emery's system and what he's asked to do, when he's not in there, they don't look the same. And the minute he came off in that first half, that's when the game changed to me.
Yeah. So the thing is, like Villa, who don't have a hold of their finances and having to move players around, are third in the league above all the big spenders. So, I mean, you can even use this and spin it to be like, yeah, the league isn't really leaguing this year. You know, so.
But I think what it is like, even though their team is like unbalanced and everything, in certain areas, they have good, very, very good strength. So like Pau Torres and Konza as a partnership is a really good partnership. That's not a bad partnership. And the way Emery playing out, Konza and Torres are like two of the best ball playing CBs. So like he has pieces in place for his system that can make them effective. They just don't have enough of it. You know, like Kamara is out now. You're gonna see their performances go downhill. Onana, the big dude, is out. You know, right there, that's killing them. Because to me, that's their strength. That middle area right there,
Mm-hmm.
Rogers ahead of that, and the base problems. Tillemans problems. But the minute like 2-3 of those guys are injured,
Mm-hmm.
what's coming after them is nowhere near what they're replacing.
Yeah. Big up to Catch. Big up to Catch from the catch up. Monster said, I didn't even know this. I had to look at the table. I didn't believe this. That 4 in a row like that.
Yeah,
Still
it's like
undefeated, though.
all the team, the only team this week can smile. Like, you know, when I start my review show, all the people in the comment section who side get points, put the trees. There will only be United fans only.
Chelsea.
And the Chelsea fans, the Chelsea fans too.
They're gonna
resurface. After all the stuff that happened this week, they kind of just flew under the radar with a nice little 2-0.
Yeah. Big up to G Wills. All I can say, we are lucky. City and the other teams are so bad at the moment. I don't think they will be bad all season, though. We have to pick up the pace or watch the Prem Trophy be lifted by rivals again. So, I'm going to ask you this, right? Because I know you've heard this before. You've been in the spaces, right? The first failed title charge. Remember the 22-23 season? Mm-hmm. Did you hear this on Sky Sports and through punditry? If Arsenal don't win the league this year, they'll never have a chance to win it. This is the best opportunity because City are having a down
year. All the other teams are going to get better. And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Did you hear the same thing the following season?
Yeah.
Right. And even last year. But this year, I'm hearing it this year, right? And those other years I found it away like, yeah, it's bullshit. But for some reason this year,
it means something to you.
Yeah, it's like 3 going on 4 times. Like our luck may run out now. And I really do believe that if we get this one, 2 out of the next 3 should be ours. But I fear that if we don't get this one, for real, United are gonna get their head out their asses. Chelsea are gonna finally get it.
You can kind of see that those 2 clubs in particular are like just a few little things away. I mean, they still have their stuff in the background messing with them, you know, overreaching directors that want to tell mans who to play and all this stuff. They still have those issues, but you know, I can see like if you gave me a chance to like have Chelsea for like a year and like really get rid of the dead weight and get some players, they're not that far off from being really, really good, right?
Yeah.
They have a lot of players who are good. Man United the same. You know, they just need to fix a few areas of the pitch and they'll probably be right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, it may hold some more weight this year. The only thing that's giving me a bit of hope is I feel like, you know, with Berta coming on and not Edu anymore, even though Berta, you've done some things, I don't know, buddy. We're watching you, Berta. We're watching you.
You got Berta on fraud watch already.
That's what I'm saying. But still, even if he's a fraud, just like in anything else in life, BBK, there's levels. So like Edu is like a super fraud. You know what I'm saying? If Berta's a fraud, he just got his license like the other day. Like he's not quite ingrained in frauddom quite yet. You know what I'm saying? So I will work with like him kind of tweaking and going with, because look, Mosquera looks to be a gem. I mean, yeah, he's been injured, so we haven't seen him, but for the most part, like he's not gonna get worse than what he looks like now. He's only 20. He's gonna get better. He looks to be a good player, right? Solid. Gyökeres, you know, it is what it is. We don't know, you know, we don't know how much of it is you're just bad and how much of it is like the players who could make you play well are forced not to play the passes that would put you in. Like, you know, it's like, it's, I can't tell. I want to say it's him because there's enough footage and enough me watching to say, damn, man, like, I don't care if you're not that fast. Just certain ways you position yourself. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, Murillo should never be getting to my side on that play. I don't care that he's faster than me. I have the ball and I'm in front of you. And you and I are running the same direction. BBK, he's not getting to beside me, bro.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, yes. There was no separation there. And if you have good technique,
the man misplayed the ball and fell.
Yeah.
And still was able to catch up because you can't dribble without like fumbling. Like he was dribbling like he was playing at National Stadium, bro.
Well, boom up, boom up.
Boom up.
And they call the Emirates the carpet. There were no bumps on that pitch, man.
And it wasn't even the carpet. But guess what? There's 20 carpets in the Premier League. They were at the other carpet at the City Ground. So that can't be the reason.
Bro, when I played in Germany, the pitch that we practiced on were prettier than the stadiums back home, man. I swear to God, the practice pitch. We have the game pitch,
Of course.
and the practice pitch. You know, it's bad. As we proved yesterday, we are not ready for that smoke with City. Distance between them, like there is a real possibility that City could implode this season because they go to Anfield in like 2 weeks.
So what do you make of all these rumors about Pep and them having meetings and stuff? Do you think where there's smoke, there's fire, or is this just a bunch of, I don't know. Like what do you think this is coming from?
It's coming from 1 win in 5, and they may actually be taking us seriously because of the depth of the squad from outside looking in. Like other seasons, they'll be like, yeah, it's Arsenal. They'll step on their own feet.
Well, I definitely feel like Semenyo and Guehi is definitely proof that they're like, yo,
yeah,
these minds might actually win.
Yeah. And that's another thing that annoyed me because I know we're not going to do anything in the window. Do you think we're doing something in the window?
I don't think so.
Right. So we're not doing anything in the window. We just saw City do what they did in the window. I thought we won't do nothing in the window. We
know what we think we won't do. We know we won't do anything. But if it was you, would you do something in this window?
I would seek a backup for Declan Rice. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I did ask you that. You told me.
Yeah, it worked. But what he gives us, I don't think we have. I don't even think Benjamin White is fully fit. I think we have 4 fit defenders at the club, bro. Not center backs, 4 fit defenders.
Can Miles not play number 8?
Defensively, he doesn't give us what Declan does. I think a different coach would play him in number 8 easily with Declan in the 6. Easily against a team that you're going to have 60% possession of. Yeah, because then you don't need defensive cover. You know what I mean? But we're not going to see the best out of Ethan, out of Skelly, out of Eze under Arteta. I'm firmly believing that. All right. He's been with Odegaard for what, 4 years now? Is it 4 years? 3-4 years? Odegaard's been with us?
Yeah. Odegaard? Yeah. 4 years, yeah.
He did the loan in there. Yeah. So have we seen the best of Martin?
Well, we've had a best of the sample size with us, but I think he plays better when he plays for his national team, bro. Like, he's a menace when he plays for Norway, bro. Menace.
Yeah.
Man's coming home with
Marino play for Spain. I see Eze slapping balls in the top corner for England. Right? I've seen all these men go cook elsewhere. Saka cooks for England. Everybody cooks for English.
You know the reason why I wouldn't do anything if I had a chance in January? Because I want the damn players we have to play. If we get more players, all it's doing is pushing the players we really want to get game time more down the bench.
Yeah, that's if we go get another 10, because then we know Odegaard and Eze. But if, say, a Ruben Neves wants to leave Saudi for 10 million, I think that's his market value.
Oh, for sure. I think, look, I agree with you that area of the pitch, like just like a true box to box, even a 6/8, just like Zubi and Rice, just another person in that area would be good, right? Because clearly he doesn't want to play him. Well, he plays Marino as a 10 or as an 8, right? He played him as a 6 in the FA Cup. I don't think he would do that in the league, though, right? But he is comfortable playing him in the 8. Do you don't like him there? I'm assuming
it's not doesn't cover the ground because he brought him in for control.
How much ground does he have to cover if we control him? Like we don't have to run.
Yeah, when we try to break the line and it doesn't, because then Arteta turns into
when we do lose the ball in the middle third, playing some kind of transition, and then it does require like a get back into position quickly. He can't really do that part.
Yeah. I don't trust him.
Does Ruben Neves do that? Because he ain't no fast guy.
Well, he ain't fast, but my
point is Ruben Neves, like, is probably really similar to how Marino plays midfield. He's a tempo setter. He's a ball retention. He's
excel in the Premier League at a lesser club. I don't think we haven't seen the best. I think we see the best of Mikel Marino up front in the Champions League. So we see the best of him.
No, but okay. So Ruben Neves in the Champions in the Premier League when he was there, he could score a long shot. He could take good set pieces, right?
That's what we missed. When we missed that when we don't have control. Because I see the
knock that you're giving to Marino for why you don't like him there. Neves has the same problem. He's not mobile in midfield.
He's not as clumsy, but Marino is clumsy, man. Like that. I didn't get to watch the Villa game. I'm on 95. I'm driving.
Long legs.
Yeah, but I'm hearing you.
You don't like Havertz. You don't like him. You don't like guys over 6'2".
I heard he should have been sent off versus Villa. I didn't even see the game. I was driving down. I heard it was a shin kick. He was doing some Caicedo stuff. Everyone in the chat was saying it. He should have been sent off.
A second yellow. Could have been.
Yeah. So
even Timber, I thought he got away yesterday. I swore he was gonna get sent off when he pulled him down.
Speaking of which, he's on a yellow in the second leg,
Oh, because those count.
So if he gets a yellow versus Chelsea second leg, you miss the
final. But that. Oh no. Mm-hmm. No, he'd serve the suspension in whatever.
No. I literally heard unless they fucked it up on the commentary because they said that.
So how does it work in the Carabao Cup? In the 2 legs, if you get 2 yellows in the first and second leg, you miss the final.
Something like that. Because I think there was a player for Senegal today who was serving a suspension on a yellow in a final. I'm not sure. Someone
interesting
was serving us. I don't know. But let me, bro. Like we need him in the final because I remember him in the what you call it, the Community Shield final against City that year. He was a pit bull. Helped us win that.
Yeah. But no, I mean, look, I just feel like yes, the things that Declan Rice does set piece wise, Neves is a great second option to that, or even first, because he's very good at set pieces too. But a lot of why you don't like Marino, I think you'd have the same issue with Neves. Like he's not.
I throw Neves out there as a cheap, experienced player from Saudi. I'm sure if I scour across Europe, I can.
Yeah, look, I get your point. Though. Point taken. It might not be Neves is the perfect guy, but a replacement for Declan would be great.
I think fully fit everywhere else we have cover. Because let's be honest, none of us were panicking when Odegaard got injured back in October.
No.
We're like, we got Eze, and we went on to win.
Some of our fans are hoping. I mean, they don't want to be injured, but like maybe they do, because then we'll see other things.
Fully fit, right back, we're calm there. Fully fit center back, we're okay. Even that left back, because Kala has. This is what I wanted to see. Last year, everyone was ready to throw him in the bin. I'm like, no, let me give. Coming from a different league, let me see him over there. And this season, he's been good.
Calafiori and Nkapie, I'm good at left back with both of them.
Yeah, it's just, at 10, we're deep, but that Declan, Deckers, man.
I'm telling you, man, you want depth in the midfield, take Miles from left back pool and put him in midfield, bro.
Yeah, I want to see that. Trust me. I want to see that so bad, bro.
We're searching and scouring for somebody. He's there. Put him in the freaking midfield, man.
Yeah. LFC Monster said you can possibly catch Villa finish there. Yeah, because remember last year, was it Forest spent most of the year in third, and then it was and then they finished 7th. I would have predicted a fall off from Villa.
And even Villa, right? Last year, Villa's playing Europa because they kind of collapsed towards the end too. They should have got that top 4 or top 5.
Yep. Unai did that on purpose, man, because that's his comp.
He was like, I got a better chance. And there's no more drop down to the Europa, so he knew.
Yeah. Excuse me. No team in the relegation battle lost this weekend. Is that true?
Yeah, all of them.
They only conceded 2 goals, don't. So yeah, you know, there's a case to be made that the league
That's
is
another thing, you know. I mean, look, it obviously you look at it on face and you say, John will start. We draw 0-0 with the 17th place team. But remember, you know, they're going into this game knowing that West Ham got 3 points. Leeds won as well. So like they were kind of under pressure, like, we need to keep this gap to relegation, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, those are the things you have to start thinking about as we play these games and we look at them, you know, like where will West Ham be when we play them next? Where will Leeds be when we play, you know, like
I do hear that. I fully hear that.
When it's them times, you know, man.
Yeah. Because I've always said playing this team in March is not the same time as playing them in September. And there are teams who have already played Bournemouth twice and had to play Semenyo twice already. They're going to have to face them again if they ain't played City yet. You know, so it's one of them ones. But I hear what you're saying, Social, fully. But me, way I said to the brother. But 17th place team, they just found out West Ham won and all that. But still, we should let them do this. We should have had them defending so hard. I didn't see that. I didn't see Sales making save after save. I could live with that. I remember United came to the carpet and beat us years ago when we peppered there. I swear to God, David, the hair, it was like made like 20-something plays. Yeah. I left that game disappointed, but I wasn't gonna be like, bro, we just couldn't get past him today. If Sales was doing that,
I mean, he made one, that soccer header. I swore that was in.
Yeah.
I mean, the man stretched far for that ball, brother. Man, every bone stretch out.
Yeah, I mean, I see Martinelli was getting scapegoated on the catch up yesterday. Man, they were saying, if he scores that, it's floodgate.
Yeah,
that was hear that,
brother. And you know what's crazy? He did the same exact miss in the FA Cup. You remember? Left foot, far post, scuffed it.
Oh, Lord. But the thing is, right? The reason why
he obviously scored a hat trick in the game, but before, he had a miss just like that on his left. Actually, no. What am I saying? It was the Carabao Cup semi. He had a miss just like that on his left foot. Far post.
I remember him missing one in the Champions League where Skelly put him in clean through. I was hoping the flag would go
on the goal line. Pretty much.
Yeah. I was like, please go up flag so he can save face.
No.
I was begging for him to be offsides because it was. But the thing is, that miss occurred in the 27th minute, so we still had over an hour of football left. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I wouldn't say, damn, we lost. Martinelli, why did you miss that? No, we had enough more game to do whatever we're going to do.
Yeah, that was the energy that was getting yesterday on the catch-up still.
I love that we are, I would say we're different fans of Arsenal in that I've seen a lot of Arsenal platforms. The lead headline is Ola Aina playing basketball with the ball on the sideline. We have talked for so long, we haven't even talked about it. What was your take on that play?
I thought it was a pen. Here's why. You know what? You know how you touched on how West Ham players, the players in their heads know that West Ham just won and they had to play harder, right? Every team in the Premier League knows what Arsenal is about when it comes to corners. I've seen man damn near pull hamstrings trying to run to the touch to kick the ball out. So he was trying to do everything he could to make sure that didn't go out for a corner. And his brain and it had a glitch. That's why his arm went there. That was not a natural movement. So I thought it was a pen, but I was so annoyed that we didn't. I guess I didn't want us to get bailed out by a pen. So I didn't even speak on it.
But, you didn't have but I agree with you. I agree with you because the result of him saving that ball was, or if he couldn't save the ball, the result would have been a corner. Bro, you can't tell me the man. He thought he could get to it with his shoulder to stop it, right? And when he realized he couldn't do that, the man literally took the hand, and the only thing saved him was that Elliot Anderson, because when he did it, it kind of looks like Anderson made his hand do that.
Yeah.
And that's what saved him, bro. I swear. Because even the guy said that he said that the hand was like in a natural position, and what caused it to hit the ball was his teammate moving the arm. So it was just the timing of Anderson jumping and him jumping at the same time. gave the illusion that that's what moved his hand. But this man literally just, he had a brain fart in the moment, bro, and just did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do believe this is the rule to be true, but I don't know. I heard the commentary that said if he picks up a yellow, but yeah, I wouldn't want that at all. Yeah, he's not that. Marino is different. The only thing is, Marino does give us something in the air, right?
Not only that.
Yeah.
Who plays the passes that breaks lines from midfield when he's in the game?
Yeah, he played soccer through against Brentford.
Do you see how much more we were in behind when he came on for Odegaard? Even though we're cussing and saying we want Eze. Yeah. That man is more creative than Odegaard, sir. I don't care what y'all telling me. Yo, Marino, I will defend you against all slander. I think you're way better than our fans give you credit for. And I think you can play midfield if you want. You don't have to play striker in my team, bro. I'm sorry. I see. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, yes, it's not silky, right? It's not. It's just not. It's not like, oh. The thing, but it's effective. It's effective.
That frustrates me too, because he has a very tidy dribble and a tidy hold on the ball. Sometimes he holds it too long and does that turn. Like he's trying to draw the foul. He's baiting. This is what almost got your ankle against Caicedo. You know what I mean? Because if you go back and look at that red card, he knows what he's doing. He knew us the Caicedo a while. So he shows him just enough of the ball so he can dive in and just move.
Knows he's gonna make the challenge. Can't help himself.
Yeah, and that he needs to fix that up. The bottom 4 teams got more points than the top 4 teams this weekend. It's mad. And this is the league that we're 7 points clearing.
2 of them win, 2 of them draw.
Yeah. So I was so confused this weekend, right? When I see I'm on stream with Rashid doing a preview show, and we see that Tottenham lost, and everyone celebrated. Yeah, Tottenham lost. I'm like, cool shit. And then I see Callum Wilson scored the winner, and I swear Callum Wilson had the contract terminated like 2 weeks ago with West Ham or something, and then they undo that with the Paqueta thing, trying to go back to Brazil, and he scores the winner. That got me even further gas going into the weekend, my bro. And then we leave him with a 0-0 draw. Thinker and hook for Martinelli. You know what? He's our leading scorer in all comps. Martinelli, the guy that we all want sold. He should have scored 5 against. Yeah. If it's that one that
so it was the Portsmouth game. Yeah. I said Carabao, but it was the Portsmouth game. He missed the same identical left foot far post. Yeah. The only thing in the Portsmouth one, it had like a deflection on the way to him. So I kind of gave him that, like, all right, it went in a different path. So I could see it. But this one, there was nothing, and he just missed it.
Yeah, I hear it, man. Well, I didn't expect nothing from your hating ass. Like, I wouldn't expect you to say nothing else, but that man trying to use his damn hand to get the ball in bounds and prevent us from getting it. Man, I tell you what, cough up one like that at the Emirates this weekend, because I'm fully expecting you to go to, factory settings after you did the job. You made yourself useful this week against City. Man, big up to everyone locked in, man. Big up to everybody. It is a holiday in these United States tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So, and it's a bank holiday for us. So we get the day off tomorrow. Big up to the Southern Gooner. 442 Yacht Marino. Save ourselves a lot of issues. What you say? Who's the 4?
For real, that would be key, because you gave us the 2, but how is your midfield looking if you do this?
All right, so let's go into Mikhail's, and a brain of power for Rice Zubi is in there, and Odegaard.
Rice, Zubi, and Odegaard is 3.
Saka is right wing. Saka, is that Freddie Ljungberg?
So so he plays. I guess he would play like Odegaard a little more narrow, and then Saka still stay a little wider, some kind of way. I don't know how he would make it work, but those 4 are playing.
I can see him doing this 4-4-2, but that Yuck or that Marino, it's gonna be
Havertz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Havertz is in there. He is not. He's somewhere in there.
Well, no, I think he goes 4-4-2 Yuck Havertz and not Marino. That's what he would do.
And that's the thing, right? We got Wigan.
Even though it seems like Jesus and Havertz are attached. So like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen Havertz play with Gyökeres yet. Like we don't even know if that can happen because he's never done it.
Yeah. Marino is that slow guy that keeps getting away with dribbles. And no one knows why. Because it's tidy. It's very tidy.
Effective, yeah.
So close to him. You know, he can't keep getting away with that. Yep, can actually pass the ball forward. You make yourself useful. We know exactly, man. Back to factory settings for the United faithful. But I'm so grateful for you because you're my guy. You know, Arteta was so determined to bring that Real Sociedad midfield. Should have brought the Real Sociedad striker as well. Fuck it.
For real.
Man
got 3 of the 4 that were killing and didn't get that one.
Okay, 4-4-2 diamond. Okay. I can work with that. You know, I can work with the 4-4-2 diamond, not to be, But bro, yeah, so I don't think we will get anyone in January.
But a diamond though. Again, like it's kind of weird.
The top has to be Gyökeres.
No, but remember the 2 and then the diamond is in the midfield, isn't it?
Or the top of the diamond is gonna be probably
you put Saka there and put Odegaard on the right of the diamond, or you put
Odegaard
up to the top.
Yeah. Experiment against Wigan, isn't it? It's Wigan.
Yeah.
And it's at home, right?
But the Wigan game, though, I mean, surely Nwaneri, Max back, play some kids, please.
Why wait till the Wigan game? We got a game on Wednesday.
Yeah, look, I had told everybody, like they're saying, oh, it's Italy, this and that. I'm not even making people travel. If I'm taking Marley Salmon and them mans. Like you're gonna have a night out in Italy in the San Siro that you'll never forget.
Yeah. I will do the ultimate flex, a full 22 rotation.
Based on my math, and I could be wrong, we could get 0 points the next 2 games and still finish in the top 8.
Yep, 18 points. Last year you needed 16th, and the numbers are pretty similar. We're on 18 already. You know what I mean? And those numbers are going to change when other teams fluff their lines this week. And then
that's assuming that like everyone on 12 gets 6 points. You know what I'm saying? So
and then it's not likely at home. So experiment.
And if the math looks crazy, you go a little bit heavier on Kairat and you get 3 points there. You know what I'm saying?
3 point there, 1 point there, and you're through.
I just feel like this Inter game is so irrelevant, and I just hope that the powers that advise this master coach we have tell him, like, brother, you do not need to do nothing with this game. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, but finishing first is important to him.
For what? Another stat that the top gooners can come tweet me about?
Yeah, Charles Watts has to put this in the autobiography. That time when he was top of the Champions League, and these could, this could be
of the league phase in the Champions League. Arsenal have been in first longer than any other.
Yeah, or it could be a performance-based bonus. You finish. I don't know, one of them. But either I don't think he's doing that.
Hey, if it's money based, then I can't hate on anything they do to get the
money. It could be performance-based bonus for the players. It could be clauses, incentives. You finish this.
I'm saying it might be one of the few things that's not the players. It's just like the manager gets a bonus if you finish first in the league phase.
Yeah, I can see it, man. Rice CDM, Saka left midfield, right? So as they can. That's way too attacking for him.
I knew he wasn't putting Odegaard in his cam. I had a feeling. That's why I asked him to put it, because I knew he wasn't thinking that.
Yeah, he would never go this attacking.
Brother, this man would literally not do this.
Yeah, he would. I'd love to see that though. I want to see a manager who's
where you can see it? Yeah. We can load up some video games and put that on the screen. Well, the only place.
Yeah. This brother, I don't know what he's calling this book. This could be what he's actually calling it, but I see it on Sky Sports all the time.
Doesn't he already have a book?
Oh, is it the autobiography though? He's doing a biography on Arteta. I don't know if it's his.
Oh, he is. So you weren't joking when you were saying that the other day?
He is. So I don't trust him. I don't take anything he says seriously, because I don't think he's going to compromise this relationship. You know what I mean? So no. I'll take anything he says. I'll be like, hey, I'll go read the Athletic and see what Ornstein or someone else says. But yeah, I don't trust him. I don't trust him one bit. But yeah, man, brother, on the big you up, man. There's some NFL football going on that I have to go catch for
Yeah,
the tail end of it.
I have it.
Let
I
the
have,
people
yeah, I
them
have
know
it in the
while I go on
background
a
a
minute.
bit. Yeah, so for me, guys, look, I want to show some love to all the Jamaica fans that might be tuned in. We had a meaningless, and when I say meaningless, I mean a meaningless friendly today
Couldn't even
in
find it on TV.
in Grenada. It was only on YouTube.
Oh,
I think
okay.
JFF Live. So if anybody wants to go back and watch that, it was mainly local based players. I think it was a 24-man squad. 16 of them play in JPL, and then 8 players play like in the USL Championship, and those leagues haven't quite started up yet, so they were able to play. I think one player was based in Europe out of the 24. But their league is on I think he's in Macedonia, so their league is on a break right now for the winter.
Okay.
But yeah, we ended up winning the game 1-0. It was our interim coach first game, and I mean, you know, it was a tough watch. I'll say that.
Who scored?
Yeah. Actually, I heard that he has some relation to Ricardo. I
Right.
heard that the other day. Yeah, so he plays for Tivoli Gardens in the JPL. A good young talent, only like 20 years old. Don't think that he'll be making it into like the main first team in March when we play New Caledonia, and hopefully after beating them play Congo.
Yeah.
But yeah, just for all the people that watch me for that type of content, I have not given up on the team. I just don't think that it warrants so much content right now. It's kind of an in-between phase. So we will be popping up in those spaces soon to give my take on this little friendly. But other than that, you know, EPL is in full swing. So tomorrow, after the last game of the week, we will have the review show where we talk about all 10 games, even though we are Arsenal fans. You know, I do watch all the league because I just love football that much. So if you are a fan of any team, you can watch that show tomorrow night and all the preview and review shows. Get involved, give your score predictions. Sometimes BBK run away from it because I don't like getting donkey of the week all the time. But yeah, man, be brave. Give me a score predictions. Right now, the week is looking like it's a week that makes sense because right now, with one game left, I'm in the lead. So we'll see if I can hold the lead for tomorrow. But tomorrow we'll reveal, you know, how everyone did. And I just want to say big up to BBK Sports. And if you're watching from my side of the platform, please do drop a subscription over on my boy's channel. The man's puts in work. All right.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Big up, people. Manners and respect, people. Like, listen, like Jason alluded to it earlier. We're doing a terrible job of collabing. Where we need to do better. We will do better. Because I always I needed some more therapy after the cussing session yesterday, and this brother right here, strong opinions, won't back down. I kind of he levels me out and make me see things that I don't always see. So big up, and everyone over here, make sure that we go. His name is in the title of the video, so hit a subscription on JGTV and go get your picks in, because we do picks here with the Waffle. Go get your picks in. And you know, I was one of the few people. I still got it right here that I picked at 2-1. I picked it. I had it. So these are my picks. I had us winning.
My pick of the week.
Yeah.
West Ham 2, Tottenham 1, baby.
Yeah, I had that drawing. I had that drawing still. Yeah, better. Yeah. That's a mad one. I had these men winning 3-0, you know.
Ooh, I think I went 3-0 too.
Dead. But manners and respect, people. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.